Thank you for your patience. And now there are 6 finalists in the final round of Oratorical Declamation. In 6th place from Naperville Central, Harshi Shah. In 5th place from Downers Grove South, Naomi Young. In 4th place from Hinsdale Central, Vandana Sikam Kumar. In 3rd place from York High School, Fernando Valdez Nicholson. Your state runner-up in deck from Thornton, Dylin Browley. And your state champion in Oratorical Declamation from Homewood Flossmoor, Jazmin Rhodes. Congratulations. It's just 2 girls. And now, your state champion in Oratorical Declamation, Jazmin Rhodes.
I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs. Now, you might have heard me sing that song. It was September 12th, 2022. And I had just won the Emmy Award for Best Supporting Actress in a Comedy for my role as Mrs. Barbara Howard on your favorite TV show, Abbott Elementary. I was shocked. As the children would say, shooketh into disbelief. And I gotta tell you, in that moment, my whole career flashed right there in front of me. Starting with 19-year-old Sheryl in her first movie being directed by the great Sidney Poitier, followed by 10 years of no after no after no before the next film role came about. But I filled in that time with more TV and more no's until I made it big on Broadway in the iconic musical of the 80s, Dreamgirls. After so many moments of doubt, disbelief, there I was on that Emmy stage with this huge sign in front of me flashing, "Stop now." And I just started to think, my God, what if I had stopped? After all of those no's, after all of those moments of feeling defeated, what if I had stopped? As a student and as an individual, I've had the privilege of accomplishing many great things. But like anyone in this room, I still struggle to get out of bed every morning or even stand up in front of people and give speeches. I mean, seriously, who thought of that? Or even believing that I was capable of achieving great success. But I found that believing in yourself is not just some catchy slogan coined by our parents, but rather an uphill battle faced by every human being, even award-winning actresses. Here, we find a woman of great success offer us the strength to move past any adversity in a 3-step guide to believing in yourself by Sheryl Rhodes. Right now, many of us are feeling deeply challenged, trying to hold on and believe in ourselves. And I don't mean in a toxic way. I mean in a way that comes from the kind of confidence that can keep us moving forward. When we're feeling like we're carrying the weight of the pandemic, trying to figure out all this political division, fighting all the mental, physical, social violence in our homes, in our communities, the climate change, social media. It's a lot, making it hard to believe in the goodness of the world, and harder still to believe in the goodness of ourselves. This is a rough time, people. I mean, we all need a checkup from the neck up. And I don't mean just medicine. I actually mean reframing our thinking of our ability to believe in ourselves. Now, I know you see me on TV and magazines and movie screens, and you're probably thinking to yourself, well, what does she know about struggling to believe in herself? But let me tell you something. I do not look like my journey. Oh, I've been through a few things, and the struggle is real. But I've learned that there are 3 things that we all must do in order to believe in ourselves. Number 1, first we need to see ourselves for who and what we are. In the 3rd grade, I tested into a fancy private school where the only black kid I saw every day was the one that looked at me in the mirror. I was alone, and I was all by myself, and the things that were said to me. And I'm not just talking about the students, but the adults too. And when I would come home from school crying, the ugly cry, my mom would say to me, when you go back to school, remember, you are rubber. They are glue. And every ignorant thing that they say bounces off of you and sticks to them. And it didn't hurt so much because I believed. Number 2, we've got to think. Oh, I did not know how valuable and powerful the simple act of thinking was until I returned to Hollywood after my triumphant run on Broadway, and I had a meeting with the Hollywood casting director, and I walk in there, and he looks at me, and he says, what do I do with a beautiful, talented black girl? Do I put you in a movie with Tom Cruise? Does he kiss you? Who goes to see that movie? I could not believe he had just said that to my face. And he hurt me so deeply, I was actually thinking about quitting. Until I started to think. And I thought about what he said. I deserve to be cast in movies with the likes of Tom Cruise. And he should kiss me. So what was meant to break me did not break me. It built me up. And I walked out of there believing that I belonged no matter what anybody thought of me. Number 3, we've got to act like we believe in ourselves. When we believe in ourselves and act on it, we create possibilities that would have never been. I will never forget being in one of those crowded Hollywood rooms, and I see producer Harry Thompson, who's married to Linda Bloodworth Thompson, creator of the series Designing Women. And I walk right up to Harry, and he looks at me and he says, "Who are you?" And I say, I am Sheryl Lee Ralph. And guess what happened? I got cast in the final season of Designing Women. Against all odds, once again, I gave myself permission to take up space, believing that I belonged. I believed that if Sheryl Lee did the work of honing in on her craft, building strong relationships, and staying ready so she didn't have to get ready, anything was possible. So when you leave this room today, I challenge all of you to start a meaningful practice of looking in the mirror and loving what you see. Believe in what you see. If you can't love it, respect it. If you can't respect it, then encourage it. If you can't encourage it, then empower it. And if you can't empower it, please be kind to it. The greatest relationship you will ever have is with yourself. Believe that faith can make broken wings fly. And we all deserve to soar.